him.
I want to watch the news.
Are you making headway at least?
This is the news.
Smack 'em on Cobb, it's time for the only news that matters. And playing with the world's biggest metal band, it comes with experience, many thrilling moments, but also some shocking ones. For Jason Newsted, the most shocking experience was seeing James Hetfield being burned on stage in a pyro mishap. The incident took place in Montreal, August of 1992. Metallica had been touring their most commercially successful LP, unofficially titled The Black Album, with Guns N' Roses as co-headliners. When the thrash giants got to perform Fade to Black, Papa Het accidentally stepped on a pyrotechnic device, with flames engulfing him in an instant. Hetfield was rushed to the hospital, and the set was cut short. Needless to say, the image of his bandmate getting burned on stage ingrained itself deep in Newsted's brain. When asked about his worst and best moment in Metallica during a 2013 interview with Guitar World, Jason Newsted said, "Worse is James getting burned. No way around that. Getting pelted with shit on stage is difficult, but nothing compares to James blistering. And the best time on stage, there's been quite a few times. Playing the Grammys was pretty cool. When we were doing the dress rehearsals, I looked out and saw these poster boards in the seats with 8x10 photo of the person who would be sitting there for the show. James Brown, Tom Petty, Buck Owens, and Prince. And when we went out and actually played, they were all sitting there and their skin is blowing back. It was such a proud moment. They say that one should never meet one's heroes, but the saying couldn't be further than the truth. In Jason Newsted's case, he said, "Afterwards, we met James Brown backstage, and he was just nodding his head and telling us we really knew how to take care of some business. Those are the best moments, when your heroes tip their hat to you, or even call you by your first name." All right, there you go. The best and worst experience of Jason Newsted. Jason Newsted, when he joined Metallica is when I discovered Flotsam and Jetsam. Doomsday for the Deceiver was under my radar at the time. And it was on Metal Blade Records, but I don't think it was very well promoted because I didn't know about it until Jason joined Metallica, and my friend bought a vinyl copy of it, and I went to his house and I was like, oh man. Now this was before Garage Days or, Injustice for All. Well, he's not even on Justice for All really, but his playing on Garage Days is awesome. But listening to Doomsday for the Deceiver, if you pay attention to what Jason Newsted does on that album, it's like a bass solo all the way through it. Jason, I don't think, has ever played with that much fire and craziness all over the fretboard since. I mean, there's some cool shit on Garage Days, and and I guess he just lays it down on Metallica. He's playing what they're telling him to play. It's not the Jason Newsted of Flotsam and Jetsam. Or hey, not even the Jason Newsted of Garage Days. And this went on and on and on till Jason quit the band. And then he did the Echo Brain thing that I couldn't get into it. I couldn't get into his metal album either. And the first album he did with Voivod was, I think, the worst Voivod album. The next one was an improvement, but still far from the Jason of Doomsday for the Deceiver. But I got to hand it to Jason. He was very nice to the fans, more than the other guys and stuff like that. But also, I really got to hand it to him for getting that free pass from people that hate on Metallica. Not all. I know even some people that hate on Metallica don't like Jason much. But most always give him a pass. Like, oh, Jason, he quit Metallica. Yeah, he quit Metallica, what, 15 years after the fact? After he did the Load albums that a lot of people bash. You know, after he did the Black album that a lot of people bash. Man, Jason didn't really do much with them now I think about it. I never thought of that. Yeah, he did 5 albums. That's it. And, you know, the cover thing. Was it 4 or 5? It was 4 albums. The Just For All Black album, the 2 Loads, and what's the other studio album after that? Then it was, you know, S&M and the covers thing and all that. And Jason Newsted gets a free pass, man, for being a part of those albums that get bashed a lot, you know? And I got to hand it to him, you know? Right on, Jason. And then he does the Echo Brain thing that, you know, maybe some people out there like it, but it flopped. It didn't go nowhere. And a lot of people were thinking it was going to be popular, including Lars Ulrich, who even said it in that some kind of monster movie. Oh, Echo Brain's the future, we're the past, or some shit like that. My God, Echo Brain, I'm sorry, man, hey, I don't care for it. I ain't giving no pass to Jason. I'll say it right now. He shined on the first Flotsam album. He shined on the Garage Days. And that's it. Everything I've heard after, you know, there was that one project he did with the dude from Sepultura that was pretty good, not bad, but nah, man, nothing like the Flotsam stuff. And but hey, Jason's cool, right? And I'm sure there'll be some Jason defenders in the comments, and that's cool, man. That's what you think. I don't think that way. But you may think that way. But, you know, I love Doomsday for the Deceiver, you know, and Jason's, I'm sure he's a nice guy. He's a cool guy. He cares about the fans. All that's awesome, you know. I think that's cool, but at the same time, he didn't get no pass from me. I didn't like those Metallica albums because of 4 things. All right? I'll announce all 4. Jason Newsted, 1. James Hetfield, 2. Lars Ulrich, 3. 4. Kirk Hammett. Not just 3 of them and not Jason. Oh, but Jason didn't have no say and this and that. Well, then, you know, Jason was their bitch. If that's what you're going to say, you know. I mean, he didn't really get much co-writing credit. I will say the song the only song I like off the Black album, he helped write it. The God That Failed. I think he helped write it. And I really like that song. That was a really cool tune. So there, another positive thing to say about Jason, you know. But I ain't giving him no pass, man. But it's cool if you all do, because I see it all the time. People love on Jason. He did that metal album that I was not impressed. You know, and he tried to do a comeback and it didn't work out. And he even came out and said in the press, hey, look, you know, I abandoned the metal thing because it wasn't selling. He said it himself. But I'm sure Jason Newsted is sitting pretty on that Metallica royalty money coming in. I'm sure that guy's not suffering for a penny at all. And he's out there. I've seen him do like bluegrass stuff and rocking in the free world, you know, Neil Young. Totally different shit. But nobody says nothing about that because Jason gets a free pass. But whatever, man. It was horrible what happened to James, and then it was awesome that James Brown said all those nice things. So there you go, everybody. What do you all think? Leave it in the comments below. And I want to thank you for watching The Only News That Matters. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. and ring that little notification bell and like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty. Listen to Garage Days and Doomsday for the Deceiver, Flotsam and Jetsam, and Schmack 'em a gob.
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. For we've received orders for to sail back to Boston. And so never more shall we see you again.